Hola chicos. Ah, ¿Cómo están? No nos queda mucho tiempo, terminamos bien pronto y antes de terminar nosotros vamos a estudiar ser y estar. We're going to do a week worth of grammar, so it's pretty dry, just straightforward. Ser and estar means to be. So your verb of the week for the past 2 weeks, one was ser, 1 week was ser, and the other one was estar. So you have these conjugations already in your notes, so you can get those out and then print off the ser and estar notes that I have for you on Google Classroom. If you don't want to print them, you can just type straight on them because there's a copy for you on Google Classroom. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit each day. It's not a ton, it's not a lot, but make sure that you do that little bit each day, and then on Friday you're going to have a quiz. So here we go. So ser, here are all the conjugations for the verb ser. So the present tense, soy, eres, somos, soy, Sonia, the preterite tense, and then take fueron and draw a line all the way down to the imperfect subjunctive because that's how we conjugate the imperfect subjunctive in case you forgot. These are the Lady Gaga endings of the verb. So take the pretérito fueron, bring that down here, the imperfect, imperfecto, and the futuro, and the condicional, and these are all conjugations for the verb ser. And then draw that line down to the imperfect subjunctive and take fueron, and now you have fuera, 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 fuéramos, fuerais, fueran. So this is similar to in Spanish too, you did a unit on ser and estar, and you compared ser and estar, and it's similar to that, only now all the conjugations are fair game. So make sure that you study those conjugations. Okay, so the verb ser you use with when you tell time. So la hora y la fecha, hoy es lunes, el 2 de mayo, son las 4, or whatever you want to say for ser. Definition and profesión, la definición y profesión. Ricardo es el jefe de la compañía. Número 3, el dueño, el origen y el material. Material is material or what something is made from. Dueño means ownership, and origen is where something comes from. And then the example I have for that is la solicitud es del nuevo aspirante. So the application is from the new person who's interested in the job. Ricardo es de Mexico. That's his origin. It's where he comes from. Estas carpetas son de cartón reciclado. These folders are from recycled cardboard. ¿De dónde es Richard? Richard es de Inglaterra, from Aventuras Vascas. Yo soy de Plymouth Meeting. ¿Y ustedes de dónde son? And then description with certain adjectives to say what someone is like or something is like. You say, nuestro jefe es inteligente y simpático, sus antecedentes académicos son excelentes. ¿Cómo es? So if you want to describe someone, you say, es simpático, es alto, es buena persona. And then the last one, this one you should star, this one's new for you. It's an event to give a location of event. So if you want to say Spanish Club is not in the cafeteria, nor is it in 229, it's online, you'd say La reunión del Club de Español no es en la cafetería because it's an event. When it's an event, you use es and not a star. So that's a little weird and different for you guys. Okay. The next section that you have is estar, and here are all the conjugations for estar. If you want to review these, they're all right here. So you could pause the video if you want and write them down if you don't already have your notes filled in. And here they are for the imperfecto, futuro, condicional, and the present subjunctive, and the imperfecto del subjuntivo. And these are the gaga endings, the ra, ras, ra, ramos, rais, ran. Okay? So this verb is how you feel and where you are. Always use the verb estar. So location is ubicación. So to tell where something is, you say Madrid está en el centro de España. La Universidad Autónoma de Madrid está en el norte del centro de la ciudad y los estudiantes están estudiando en la biblioteca. The students are in the library studying. So that tells where things are located. La salud y los sentimientos y la condición. So that's health, feelings, condition, that's how you feel. So estoy bien, pero ayer estuve enfermo todo el día. So today I'm fine, but yesterday I was sick all day, which isn't true. Los políticos están muy preocupados con el presidente. The politicians are worried with the president. Y un buen gerente debe estar dispuesto a ayudar a sus empleados. A good manager is available to help his employees. All right, so now we're going to discuss, there are three things we're going to discuss today, and here's the first one. So ser y estar, contrasting location and origin. So ser is used to express origin. So if you want to say you're from the United States, soy americana, soy de Estados Unidos. Mi bisabuelo era de España y mi bisabuela era de Cuba. Oops, wrong one. My great grandfather was from Spain and my great grandmother was from Cuba. Used to be or was. So you'll notice too, I don't always use the present tense, and here are some verbs in the past tense. This wine comes from Chile. Este vino es de Chile. All origen, all the verb ser. Then you take estar, and you have estar is used to express location. So how you feel and where you are, estar. My cousins are in Madrid now. Madrid is in Spain. Mis amigos estuvieron en casa el sábado. My friends were at my house on Saturday. And the last one, my house is in the suburbs of Philadelphia. Mi casa está en los suburbios de Filadelfia. All of these are location. Okay, so now what you're going to do is, well, it says don't be surprised that they can express both origin and location. So el señor Rosas es de Colombia. He's from Colombia, pero ahora está en Puerto Rico. But right now he's in Puerto Rico. That's what that means. Oh, there we go. ¿Dónde estás ahora? So what you could do now is pause the video and answer these questions and then see if you have the right idea. Okay, so here we go. ¿Dónde estás ahora? Yo estoy en la clase español, which is, sorry, this smartboard slides from last year. So no estoy en la clase español. ¿Dónde está tu casa? Mi casa está en Limerick, Oaks, Spring City, Royersford, Schwenksville, Collegeville. What am I forgetting? Oh, sorry, kids. There you go. ¿Y tu escuela dónde está? Mi escuela está en Limerick. ¿Y dónde están tus padres? Mis padres están de vacaciones. If your parents are on vacation right now, which I doubt they are, they're probably at home. Mis padres están en casa. ¿Y tus amigos dónde están? Mis amigos están aprendiendo en sus clases. My friends are learning in their classes, or they could be learning at home. The next one, ¿de qué países? Again, go through these, answer the questions, and then come back and check and see if you got them right. ¿Es español el señor Suárez? Is he Spanish? Sí, es de España. ¿Son españoles los Guzmán? Is the Guzmán family Spanish? Sí, son de España. ¿Son chilenas las uvas? Are the grapes Chilean? Yes. Sí, las uvas son de Chile. ¿Eres mexicano? No, no soy de México. ¿Y son ustedes venezolanos? No, no somos de Venezuela. We are not Venezuelan. We're not from Venezuela. Okay. Then what you're going to do is try to fill in the blanks with ser and estar and go through them and see if maybe you get them right. So I think these are all in the present tense. So the first one, Ángel y Guadalupe son de la Ciudad de México. They're from Mexico City. Their apartment is located on Calle Niza. Located, how you feel and where you are, estar. La calle Niza is in the colonia, se llama Zona Rosa. It's located in the Zona Rosa. The cousin of Ángel y Guadalupe are from Arizona. They come from there. It's their origin. Son de Arizona. Oh, sorry. El primo de, the cousin of Ángel y Guadalupe, my fault. Es de Arizona. Pero ahora él está en México porque está visitando a sus primos. But right now he's in Mexico because he's visiting his cousins. Okay. Then here come questions number 1 and 2. So now go back to your Google Doc that I have there attached for you. And you're going to answer questions number 1 and 2. And question number 1 is, ¿de dónde eres? ¿De dónde eres? So write that, answer the question in a complete sentence on the Google Doc that I have written for you. And then question number 2 is, ¿dónde estás? Ahora, ¿dónde estás en este momento? Okay? Now go and answer those and then come back and we'll finish up here. Here's section 2, ser versus estar. Now we have characteristics and conditions. So in this section, we're going to concentrate on using them to describe ser, what people and things are like, and estar, how they are. So ser is used to express description. So if you want to say the brother of Juan is nice. Es guapo también, he's handsome too. Mis padres son muy estrictos y aquella torre es tan alta como un rascacielos. All description. Estar is used to express conditions. So this is something that it might not always be. So the first one says, el agua está fría. So if you put your toe in the water, like right now, if you're opening your swimming pool, or if you take a quick little trip to the beach and you put your toes in the water, you'll know that it's cold. So you say, el agua, uy, está fría, because it'll change later. It's the condition of it. El té, está muy caliente. So the tea is really hot. Maybe you sip it. Está caliente. No sé por qué estoy tan cansado. I don't know why I'm so tired. It's your condition. You're not going to be tired after you sleep. Los vasos están llenos de agua. The glasses are full of water. Okay, so that's condition. So we're comparing condition and description. Okay, so now go to these questions. These are personal questions. Are you tall or are you short? Yo soy, and then you answer however you are. ¿Eres fuerte or débil? Are you strong or are you weak? ¿De qué nacionalidad eres? Soy de Estados Unidos, or you can say soy americana or americano if you're a boy. ¿Eres simpático or antipático? Are you nice or are you mean? ¿Cómo estás hoy? How are you today? And then, are you in a good mood or a bad mood? ¿Está de buen humor or estás de mal humor? Answer those questions just on the paper here. And then you're going, and these two. ¿Estás bien or estás enfermo? Are you good or are you sick? ¿Estás contento or triste? ¿Estás cansado? And then look at the door. ¿Está cerrada o abierta? Oh, está cerrada. I'm in my son's room. I kicked him out. Okay. Now fill in these blanks. You could pause the video and go through and fill them in and see how you do, and then come back and I'll click on them for you. Okay, so hit pause and then come back. Okay, are you back? So la ciudad de Santa Fe de Bogotá is located in Colombia. Santa Fe de Bogotá is the capital of Colombia. La ciudad de Santa Fe de Bogotá is very pretty, es muy bonita. La ciudad es grande, it's big. El tiempo en Santa Fe de Bogotá, está muy frío hoy. It's conditioned, it's cold today. Los Andes son muy altos. El barrio colonial Santa Fe de Bogotá es muy viejo. It's old, the neighborhood, the colonial neighborhood in Santa Fe de Bogotá. El barrio colonial está lleno de turistas en este momento. That neighborhood is full of tourists at this very moment. La plaza del barrio colonial, las plazas son muy pintorescas. You're describing the downtown square. No toda la ciudad de Santa Fe de Bogotá es antigua. En muchas zonas de la ciudad son modernas. Los rascacielos de los barrios modernos son impresionantes y el Museo de Oro está cerrado debido a un accidente. So the Museum of Gold is closed right now because of an accident. Okay, now go back to your Google Doc and you're going to answer questions number 3 and 4. So, pregunta número 3, ¿estás de buen humor o estás de mal humor? ¿Es tu habitación blanca como esta? Esta habitación es blanca. Es tu